to be here, kid. You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before. You just gotta bend your knees, take a deep breath, and jump.
So this is day one, October 6th for PA. It's a weekend right now, and I'm hunting the same spot I shot mine at last year, hoping that one comes out, or at least something, and I can kind of get some information on what I want to do from here, if there's anything in this area, or if I need to move around. I should have already been hunting for about a month now, but I was not prepared, and that's kind of the story of today right now, is I was not prepared. I didn't have my straps, I didn't have my safety harness, I also don't have my bow hook, so it's been a fun start to this season, let's just say that. So yeah, my shooting lane's off to my left, away from the field. I have this brush over here, and there's this little area with a bunch of high weeds. I can probably duck down and squeeze a shot in there if I would have to. And the furthest distance there is probably like 50 yards. Ideally, they would just come right out this soybean field here that was just cut. And that would be an easier shot. Wouldn't have any obstructions. But last year, I got mine down over in this area. I did a lot of ground setting over there and scattered it out. And saw the trails that they were mainly using. I ended up shooting mine right down this trail at about 62 yards. Which has been my furthest to date so far. Pretty stressful hunt, but thankful I got him. I know that there was a whole bunch of good sized rubs last year. I'm not sure if he was the main one or not. I didn't have a lot of time to hunt, so pretty much as soon as I saw a buck that was decent size to shoot, I took it. But gonna see what comes out tonight, and then hopefully see something. My game plan is basically to hunt every day that I can, because I still have a lot of work. They're pulling overtime every week, so I'm going to hunt PA in the mornings, and weekends gonna travel around and see what I can do. So I just got back to the truck. I ended up seeing a lot more deer than I thought I was going to, especially for the first sit. I ended up seeing 4 different buck. I believe 3 of them were spike. 1 was a 4-pointer, and that one specifically I was a little frustrated at because he came sneaking up behind me. And like I said, I forgot my safety harness. I didn't have my bow hook, so I didn't want to go down and get my bow because I didn't want to shoot like that. And I was like, of course this is the time a nice one comes through. And I couldn't really make out through the trees what it really was, like how big he was. But I could see he had some decent width. And this year, my goal is to just shoot anything that's a half decent 8-pointer or more. And I want to see how many I can do throughout all the states while I have time after work. I was like, of course, this is one I would probably shoot, and I don't have my bow. But he stepped out. He was a 4-pointer, so he wasn't legal. But he had decent width and good amount of G2 length. Yeah, but he wasn't old. He was a 2-year-old. And I watched him for a little while, and I had a doe cross the hill, and I kicked one up on my way out. But I'm getting action, just not what I'm after, really. I'm not really sure if there's a mature buck in that area. I didn't get to scout it out, so after work this week, I'm gonna have to hunt and then kind of see what that area holds as far as deer sign, and then make adjustments from there. I have a couple pins in the area. This whole area is pretty well hunted. It's public land and it's a harder area to hunt. But I got mine here last year, so I think I have it figured out as far as where the mature ones are. So gonna just try to maneuver around that area and hopefully one's there. If not, I'll have to go up north a little bit more in PA and try out a new zone. But for right now, I'll take that as a win for the first day, trying to see what's in the area, and I got some decent action. Hopefully put one on the ground soon.